Good morning, everyone. This is First Source TV. I'm coming to you guys with a story about a young girl who was killed in February of 2024. Her name is Mahogany Jackson. We're going to listen to a news clip of her mother telling the people about who her daughter was. This is a very, very sad story, guys. I want you guys to prepare yourself. That's why we're going to listen to this little news clip, because later on this afternoon we'll be broadcasting a live podcast deep diving into the case of Mahogany Jackson. So let's listen to her mother speak on the case.
Today, as she has been for the legal proceedings pursuing justice in her daughter's death, the details have been difficult for any parent to hear. I sat down exclusively tonight with Gail Maddox-Trotter, who had her pastor, John Cook, with her for support to go beyond the headlines and learn about the daughter taken from her. She was full of life, and she loved her family. She had just begun getting real close to her cousins, and she was my baby, and she had a baby, and didn't deserve what happened to her. What happened to Mahogany Jackson is unspeakable. Kidnapped, assaulted, and murdered at 20 years old. A text message from Mahogany is one of the first signs that her mom says she got that something was wrong. She was on the road traveling at the time. She sent me a text message, and it said that she was being held hostage in apartment 3. Do not call. Send the police. Hurry. In our interview, she talked about the timeline for police to arrive at that location and what was going through her mind. Because in your heart, you know something's not right. I knew something was wrong with my child. Let me tell you something. Mahogany is not the type of person. She's tough. Let me tell you, she's tough. She's not the type of person that's going to call for help if she does not need it. She was afraid. And I know that because that's my child. You see, so far 8 people have been arrested. One child. One 20-year-old, but she weighed like 115 pounds. She was a tough cookie, but she couldn't handle that, and she was terrified. According to Birmingham police, the 8 people charged in the death of Mahogany Jackson are all acquaintances. When you got that call that she had been found, who called you? Okay, I was sitting on the couch. It was like 1 something in the morning. So, and I just got done praying because I knew she was gone. I knew it. I felt it. And I said, Lord, please just make them tell me where my child is. I think earlier I had posted that on Facebook, but I just really prayed really hard. And I said, Lord, please just let them tell me where my child is. And it wasn't about 5 minutes later, I got a text message through Messenger, and there was a lady, and she was telling me, to please call her. She had information pertaining to my daughter. Information about the fate of Mahogany Jackson that turned out to be true. A message Gail Maddox-Trotter says came from a woman who, too, was a mother. What did you think of that act? That mom intervening in that way? I just felt, I was thankful. She had this message for young adults. But ultimately, my goal from this, what has happened to my daughter, is that other kids her age will recognize and realize when your parents tell you, hey, this person, they don't mean you any good. They don't have your best interest at hand. Read this person. Take heed and listen, because this is something that could happen to you. And I'll be sharing much more from my interview with Gail Maddox-Trotter in the coming days. The Woodson Center's Voices of Black Mothers United were also in court today with Gail Maddox-Trotter. They've started a fund to help raise Mahogany's 3-year-old daughter that the public can donate to. It's at a Citgo credit union, and there's just a phone number for you to call to let them know what you are donating money for her 3-year-old daughter. The number to call, 205-328-4371.
All right, guys, this is a very, very graphic story. So I need you guys to prepare your hearts. I'll be streaming live on my channel, deep diving into this case. You guys can do your own research so you can, be abreast on what we'll be talking about on tomorrow. But again, this is a very, very sad story. Prepare yourselves, guys. See you tomorrow.